to the Casa De Habano in Teddington. For being the only Casa De Habano in England, we have the first window of getting any new Cuban cigars that arrive into UK. So we've just received our shipment of the UK Bolivar Britanicas, which has just been released. So we're the first ones to have these. Box of 10s, and 3,000 boxes made in total. The unusual, if you guys looked at our video blog that we did in Cuba, the first tasting, Simon explained the few unusual reproductions they made, like the old Bolivar cigars they used to make. So on the side of the box, this is called a papeleta, which they've put the Bolivar logo on the side of the box. And this is done, the old box of Cuban cigars. If you've got any old Bolivars, you'll see this papeleta, the way they put it. After that, they used to put it on the inside of the lid here. But the Cubans have used for the first time on a regional cigar. I have an old box of the Bolivar Epicures, box of 10s. This is a pre-embargo box. If you look on the side, it's got exactly the same papeleta they used to do in the old style. You can see, and they've reproduced it on the UK one as well, which is absolutely fantastic. This is a good thing about the UK regional cigars. Hunters and Francos do make a point of reproducing old styles, old blends, the way the old boxes used to look like as well, which is great. So that's an old box of Epicure Bolivar, but we're talking about the UK regional Britanicas. So there's a little history on the papeleta. Boxes of 10s, and the actual size of the cigar that we have. Inside you get the usual notes: Cuban guarantee, Hunters and Francos guarantee, the cedar with the Bolivar logo on top, the description on the side of the cigar, greaseproof paper, and the cigars. Beautiful. I've checked the boxes, and you know, they're all nice and dark. Lovely wrappers. 48 ring gauge by 133, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, well, sorry, 137. So it's just over 5.5 inches in length, with a 48 ring gauge. And you know, the 48 ring gauge feels really good. Reminds me of a size from the Romeo and Juliet Celestios Finos, which is a 46 ring gauge. I have a few left, so I compared it. And this, same shape, slightly tapered at the bottom. It's a lovely cigar. So I'm going to do a tasting of this later on, and I'll report back to you guys. So let's take a closer look up at these Bolivars. Look at the color on these wrappers. They're just dark and oily. Believe me guys, if you had this box in front of you and you smelt it, you will smell that rich aroma at it. And this is the slight figurado on the foot, and then on the top you got the slight conical. Do the first tasting today. It's Thursday night, and we've got our late night cigar lounge members coming in, and they've all got an email. So this is a cigar that we're going to taste tonight, Thursday night, but I'm going to do a pre-taste on this cigar so I can talk about it and concentrate on the flavors. So I'm going to light this up and I'm going to report back to you guys what I think of it. So I'll see you in a minute, okay? The Bolivar Britanica for the UK market. Well, I probably smoked about an inch, just over an inch now, and it's a well constructed cigar, well constructed, very firm, well packed tobacco. Look at this, look how well packed it is. So my initial thoughts on the first couple of puffs I had was started off like not much of a flavour at the beginning, but literally within my third, fourth puff it picked up. It doesn't have that black pepper like new cigars do, especially when you smoke a new Bolivar, where it's got that rush of black pepper, which is majority the ammonia, that taste in the mouth you have. But the flavour picks up slowly, and right now it's got such a rich aroma in this room and in the shop as well. It's got lovely, subtle, dark chocolate flavours on the front of the lips as well. The flavours are picking up, but you know what? I can't taste that much ammonia in it. Back in a minute and let you know when I reach halfway through the cigar, and I'll tell you then. Okay. I'll see you in a minute. Well, I smoked halfway of the cigar, and I tell you what, I started off slow, started building, and it's built up now. And not too much tingling on the palate, just like slightly at the beginning, but you got this lovely right at the front of the mouth. I mean, I think because it's got a lovely oily wrappers as well, that you got a lovely tingly feeling on the palate, on the lips as well. It's got rich aroma, taste. It's got a lot of cocoa flavors. Doesn't have that black spice like a new cigar, like I said at the beginning. Do you know what? It's developing, and I can't wait to get to the second band. I mean, it's got the dark espressos just on the middle of my palate. It has. It's good. It is good. You know, so far for me, this cigar is good now. 6 months to a year, it's going to be really good. 4 to 5 years, it's going to be fucking fantastic cigar. And that's up to here. And I'll get back to you when I get to the second band, and I'll report back. And I'm not just saying this, gents, just because it's a UK cigar. It is good. Well, I've got past the second band, and the Bolivar band is just slipping off now. And I tell you what, boy, has this cigar picked up in flavour. It is sheer dark espresso flavours. Not black spice, you know, it's not that peppery at all, but I tell you what, dark espresso flavours. You can really feel it on your palate, it just coats it. And I tell you, you can feel it in your tummy, definitely feel the flavours in your tummy. This is one fantastic smoke. It has really started off really slow, and I was, you know, it had, you know, it was going to deliver, but this definitely smokes completely different to what I remember in Havana. Far more flavours, especially at that much, and I've still got another couple of more inches to go, a bit more, and can't wait to see what it's going to deliver. But my final verdict on this cigar, bloody good cigar right now. At this level, it has really picked up, and it's slow at picking up, but when it does deliver. Really good cigar. Very rich, very dark, strong dark espresso flavors, and it's going to develop really well. So until next time, I hope to enjoy this Bolivar Britanica for the UK market, and I'll see you on my next vlog. Hasta luego. Talk to you soon. Well guys, I'm just back again. I know I said I'll see you on my next vlog, but out the blue I had a surprise, and I've got Ignacio Bomacera from Cuba but working with Hunters and Francos, and we've got Ana Lopez who's just flown in from Havana, and we are just, well, Ana hasn't smoked the Bolivar Britanica yet, so the perfect cigar for them to smoke is the Bolivar Britanica. So I'll come up to them and see what they think about the cigar. Anna, what do you find about the cigar?
I found it very nice, starting probably a little mild, but afterwards coming better, and I think it's very nice Bolivar. It's perfect for having a coffee, and very rich cigar with some nuts of cedar. It's good. Yeah, perfect.
I found it at this particular level. I found it really espresso flavor, dark espresso.
Yes.
You know, now we were talking about the ammonia taste. I found there wasn't hardly any ammonia in it. How do you find this?
No, there's no ammonia at all. It's you know, already we got in Cuba a lot of raw material, enough raw material for having the cigar with enough time. So the ammonia is not coming in even if the cigar is new, there's not too much ammonia on it. So that's the reason.
So that means Cuba now is storing and maturing cigars for longer term. So they got more tobacco in stock.
The tobacco. It's not the cigar, but the tobacco.
The raw material.
The raw material, exactly.
Yeah. So we're hoping that when they start making these regionals and the new cigars that come out, which I found also when we smoked the Monte Cristo 520 at the Wednesday gala dinner, I found as well it had hardly an ammonia in it.
Exactly.
The Cohiba Pyramid Extra, hardly ammonia in it.
Yes.
You know, the cigar tasted fantastic.
The cigars are new, are recent, and even the cigar is new, you cannot find this sort of ammonia because the raw material has been for a while already in stock.
Fantastic.
And that permits us to have a cigar richer but without ammonia.
That's great news. It's good to see that Cuba is now storing raw materials on a longer basis. So that means, guys, we're going to get some great cigars. So let's talk to Ignacio Bomacera. Thank you, Anna.
Well, listen, for me, it's always a pleasure to come to smoke here with you in your wonderful church, the cigar church that you have made. Once again, thank you very much.
You know, every time you want to say a prayer, you can always come here.
Yes. Very clear,
with a cigar.
Very clear in the cigar language. Muchas gracias, amigo. Muchas gracias for this and your company. And beside that, more than what has been said by you and Anna about this cigar, I think it's going to be very well appreciated by the connoisseur, the British English connoisseur. It's going to be a nice success. It's maybe just because what you said about the lack of ammonia, that all those other notes or touch of some other taste possibilities,
you can taste it.
It's more clear. It's more clear. It's very enjoyable. I like it. Very nice cigar. Yes.
Which is great. Thank you, Ignacio.
Thank you.
And for me, it's great to have Anna and Ignacio here, especially today on a Thursday night to do our tasting, and I can have a one-to-one chat with Anna. You know, I see her in Havana quite often, but it's literally hello and bye. So they're here for the evening, and I'm going to have fun, guys, and smoke more cigars. So hasta luego for now. And
Viva AG!
Viva AG!
Y viva Afna, who is the person.
Oh yes, the camera woman.
The person behind the camera.
Okay.